The year is 2013. You just got out of school. You're spending your time on your phone. You're watching Vine, looking at dank memes. And then you remember the Madden 25 midnight release is tonight. You head over to GameStop, you pick it up, and you go home. Now, the original Madden 25 probably doesn't hold up nearly as well as some other Maddens to this day, but me personally, it's one of my favorite Maddens just because of how many memories I have. I mean, it was my first Madden, played almost every year after that. But if you look at the ratings, this new Madden 25 did not do well. The one in 2013, though, it did a little better. I mean, it's still Madden. It was still on its downfall, but it did a little better. But as I was saying earlier, you get home, you pop in your disc into the 360, and you see the opening screen.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball. This team is extremely active on.
He's got a target for the touchdown.
Now, this alone brought many people to believe that this was going to be the best Madden. And in some cases, some people did believe that, but a lot of other people just thought it was another version of Madden 13. They were still so much similar. There was the same physics engine. There's only 1 year difference, so typically when you look at a lot of Maddens, they typically look the same and a lot of the players are the same anyways, so. But today, we're gonna play the original Madden 25 and see if it was better than whatever this is.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
And here we are, 10 years in the past on Madden 25. Now, even back then, these menus were even better than they were today. Look at all these things that you're able to do just off the menu. They're not hidden in subcategories. I mean, even 5 years made so much of a difference. Look at Madden 20. Like, Madden 20 has the almost exactly same menu as Madden 25, Madden 24. Just to see this from a game that's 10 years old now, it's insane. Anyways, let's look at the rosters. I want to see who's on what team. That's like the biggest thing. I want to see what quarterbacks are in the league. Obviously, we got my Buccaneers. Vincent Jackson, Gerald McCoy, Doug Martin, Levante David. It's a young Levante David too. Josh Freeman. Pretty sure this was the year we also drafted Mike Evans. Yeah, because this would be 2013, and at the end of this would be the 2013 draft. So yeah, we got Mike Evans this year. Only 399s. Only 3. And it's J.J. Watt, Adrian Peterson, and Calvin Johnson Jr. Very different league than what we're used to. We go to QBs. We have young Aaron Rodgers, only 29 years old, at 98 overall. Who would have guessed that he still would have been in the league today? Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, Big Ben. We got a young Russell Wilson and Robert Griffith III, Colin Kaepernick, young Cam Newton. Tony Romo was still in this game. Young Andrew Luck, Alex Smith, Jay Cutler, Matthew Stafford. He's still in the league, but he was pretty young. He was only 25 back then, so. Same with Sam Bradford. Carson Palmer. We got an old Michael Vick on the Eagles. They have the Creation Center. Now, it wasn't like older Maddens where you could, like, create a team and whatnot. I'm actually upset they removed that. But you can make uniforms and create a custom player, and also you're able to import your game face. Now, I'm not able to do this because the EA servers are down, but being able to do this actually would have been really cool. They have a standard modes, connected franchise, skill trainer, an ultimate team, online head-to-head, play now, and these other game modes where it's just practice, the never say never moments, which are like big moments from weekly games, EA Sports Arena for cash, communities, and team play. Now, like I said, I can't even do any of these. I might be able to do practice, I guess. Yeah, I can practice. But yeah, being able to play the moments and whatnot, that would have been really cool if they built it in-game and it didn't have to be on the servers, but oh well. Let's take a quick look at Connected Franchise. We're going to have to create an offline one. It's going to take a second to load. It's not like the newer Maddens. That's the only thing the newer Maddens have on this. Its loading times are a bit faster, but even then it's not that much faster. We're going to be a head coach. Yeah, the overalls honestly were more together too. Like, as you can see, everyone's around roughly like an 80 overall besides the 49ers. Yeah, really nothing too crazy. Like, no very low overalls and no very high overalls. I mean, besides the 49ers. Let's select my Buccaneers. Even the menus in franchise are better. Like, yeah, the newer franchises actually show, like, I feel like they show better stuff because goals, upgrades, user teams. Like, does user teams really need to be on home, or can that be put with, like, the league settings and whatnot? More than likely it could be, but like we have like top stories. The team tab is actually pretty good because you have everything you need: strategy, injury report, upgrade players, improve roster, manage roster, and team stats. You're able to see the transactions. So yeah, I mean, like, you're not really missing out on much. I feel like this has everything the modern Madden has besides X Factors. I mean, honestly, this is pretty good. It shows you everything that you need to do this week, who's on the trade block if you want to make an offer to them. I genuinely believe this is way better than the newest Madden. I feel like this is more in depth, more interactive, and you actually feel like a coach rather than just someone controlling the team and doing whatever you want, you know? But let's get into a quick play now match. I forget they also have the franchise all 25 and the Canton Greats. Completely forgot about that, but I am going to be the Jets. Yes, the jersey's lagging. That's an issue that is still not fixed. All right, let's play. Another good thing about this is anytime there's a loading screen, for the most part, it would show you older Maddens and what they added. And so as it says right here, Madden 07 overhauled the running game by adding jukes, stiff arms, all that. And there's also just like normal tips that show up as well, but mostly every loading screen has at least one game showcasing what it added, as you show here. Madden 99 added franchise mode, but this uses the same graphic engine as NCAA 14. And this one typically has all of the standard controls that you're used to, where it's right trigger to run, all of that. And look at that, we just scored a touchdown. Everything's all right. I mean, obviously the people don't look the best. This is a 20-year-old console that they made this for, so, well, at the time it would have only been 10 years old. But it's still an ancient console compared to like the life of other consoles. But for what it is, I mean, honestly, it works. I can definitely play this and still enjoy this. It still looks good enough to where you're able to. It's not straining your eyes. It's not hard to play like some of the older PS2 ports for the later versions. But it was at this point where every Madden after this was kind of copy and paste. But yeah, like I said, it still runs perfectly fine. There are no issues. And after just a few months, the next generation consoles are released. The PS4 and Xbox One come out late 2013. And Madden decides, hey, we should probably give it a next-gen update. So that's exactly what they did.
How hard he just got in. He's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball. This team is extremely active on.
He's got a target for the touchdown.
Here we are on the Xbox One version. Now, as you can see, they took a more darker approach where it's a nicer feel on your eyes and you're able to just tell that this is an upgraded version. They took what worked and changed what didn't. But for the most part, everything's still here. They actually took out the extra modes that we saw in the previous one. It's going to franchise, but everything's still here. Like I said, it actually looks way better with it being darker. Everything looks pretty much the same. Let's do this. Let's see how it looks because, yeah, there is a huge jump in graphics. But you can immediately tell that this looks way better. I forget. Yeah, no, these guys are, it's going to be a little hard. I am on all Madden. Yeah, but it's a user sack. Oh, that's one bad thing that the Xbox One version did is it automatically took screenshots or clips when something really good or really bad was happening. So I don't know if that's something you could turn off. I never really looked into it. Okay, so the pause menu actually is like way better. This is like what modern, somewhat modern games would look like. It was just like a standard menu for the 360 version. I did not think he was going to catch that. What about score touchdown right here? About score touchdown right here. Ain't no way I just got picked. Ain't no way I just got picked. I think the fluidity that this game had was like unbeatable. But from what we've seen, obviously the graphics aren't going to hold up to today's standards, and it's mostly going to just come down to what you prefer. I like the older engine. I wasn't a big fan of the Frostbite engine. I really like that physics system, and I think it, at the time, 10 years ago, it was really realistic. And even to this day, I mean, I still think it holds up pretty well. If you guys like this video, hit the like button down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time.